It's beer o'clock on Real Ale Craft Beer. Today we've got a beer from Thornbridge Brewery, and this is a can of their Ravenna. It's a Hazy Mosaic IPA, coming in at 4.5% ABV in a 330ml can. There's a look at the beer. Now I picked this one up in Home Bargains. I've been doing a lot of beer shopping towards the end of 2022. Early 2023 in Home Bargains, because quite frankly, out of all of the chain shops in the UK, around the Christmas time of year, Home Bargains were the most active. The reason why I haven't been reviewing lots of Tesco beer recently and Morrison's beer and Sainsbury's and Asda is because literally there's not much been coming out from those guys. And when Morrison's have brought out some new beers, they're generally kind of regionalised in their stores. They're not bringing them to South Wales as much anymore. Nothing I can do about that. So yeah, Home Bargains have been very active. That's why I've been reviewing a lot of beer from Home Bargains. We've had some great American lagers. Thornbridge, a very reputable brewery. Lord Marple's from Thornbridge, a really good best bitter. Yeah, lots of interesting stuff. So Ravenna then, let's get it out into a glass, see what we get. 330ml can. You've got that classic Thornbridge, almost kind of like paisley, like they almost look like paisley shirts, don't they? Remember the old paisley shirts from the last time they were in with the 1990s? I'm sure they're ready to do the rounds again. So beer in the glass then. Now, I had an interesting comment on one of my previous Home Bargains beers, one of my recent ones, that said they didn't buy the Ravenna because they left it on the shelf because of the sell-by date. So I've made a conscious effort to look at my sell-by date here, and the beer was brewed on the 14th of the 11th, so November, about 8 weeks ago. But it's got a best before date of the 14th of May 2023. So of course, I mean, we're January. You're talking 4 months. There's a 4-month shelf life on the beer, and the beer was only about £1.30 a can, £1.20, £1.30. So I see that as still very fresh beer. I mean, if it was like 2 weeks to go, then I'd be very worried about the beer. But the fact that there's 4 months to go on the sell-by date, I'm okay with that, but I will bear it in mind in the review. So we've got a very small one finger white head. It's straw coloured. It's quite hazy, slow moving carbonation. And there's no yeast sediment in the bottom of this can. No sediment at all in the bottom of the glass here. Let's get the aroma. It smells pretty good. A little bit of citrus zest going on. Lemon, grapefruit, orange peel. A little bit of wafer malt coming through. Wafer biscuits, like a Jacob's cracker. It doesn't smell old at all to me. This smells really good. Let's dive in. Cheers, everybody. Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. It's nice kind of initial bit of carbonation pushes the beer around the inside of the mouth. It's very refreshing. Very refreshing beer. Very drinkable beer. yeah, that's my biggest take from this, is just how refreshing the beer is. It's super drinkable. It's like Thornbridge have treated the water on this one. Lots of lemon, touch of lime, grapefruit. I used to go to my grandfather's house with my sister on a Friday night, and he used to always buy us a grapefruit, and he used to cut the grapefruit in half, and he used to put the two halves of the grapefruit on plates for me and my sister, and then put a little bit of sugar on the top of the grapefruit. Now that doesn't sound like much for us in this day and age. I mean, grapefruits are very kind of like readily available, aren't they? But for a 90, I mean, the guy's still alive. He's 91 years of age. He's still going, you know. But he grew up through the war, where he was lucky to have a lump of coal in his stocking for Christmas, type of thing. So for him to then give his grandkids grapefruits on a Friday night as we stayed over, he's seen that as a real luxury. And he treated it with a lot of excitement. So when he cut the grapefruit, put the sugar on, it was a lot of excitement there. He was like, oh, you got to try this. And we learned, me and my sister learned to love grapefruit with sugar on from a really early age. And this beer's got that same kind of sweetness from the sugar on the top of the grapefruit, that kind of tartness, that because the sugar reacted with the citrus. I mean, we didn't know what was going on back in the day. We were only kids, but you can see now that the sugar was like reacting with the citrus, with the vitamin C in the grapefruit, and making it really kind of juicy. And that's exactly what I can taste here in the beer. It's not grapefruit though. It's hops in the beer. But it's super smashable, super drinkable. The more I'm drinking this, the more I like it. The first taste, you probably see me go a bit, yeah, it's okay. But the more I'm drinking it, the more I'm enjoying it. It's got a nice zestiness to it. It's very refreshing. It's a bit thin. If I was going to be a little bit critical about the beer, it's a little bit thin. But it's okay. It's okay. Ravenna is a juicy IPA, single hop with Mosaic. The hops exude huge aromas of mango and kiwi, followed by flavours of papaya and citrus. Brewed a can at Thornbridge Brewery. There's a Riverside Brewery in Bakewell. I'd like to go one day. I'd like to go and visit Thornbridge. It'd be pretty cool to go and see them. It's decent beer, isn't it? It's decent beer. And for the money, for that £1.20, for that £1.30, you can't really go wrong, can you? You can't really go wrong. I'm not worried about the date at all on the beer. I think if you went and bought one, especially for the price point, for that £1.20, £1.30, it's good value for money. You should go and try it. Go and try it, go and give it a go. I'm ready to rate this one. It looks good. Look at that beer in the glass. Nice carbonation, nice look to it. Nice aroma. And a fantastic taste. Yeah, that's decent. Decent stuff. I like that. I like Ravenna from Thornbridge enough to give it... It's not the best. I'm not gonna start jumping up and down. I reckon it's a good 7 out of 10. 7 out of 10 from Real Ale Craft Beer. Please put your comments in the comments box. Subscribe to our daily beer and food reviews. Give us a big fat thumbs up. Boom. Cheers.